Hello YouTube, it's me Justin, May 15th, 2018. I just wanted to do an update on the Gaza-Israeli border. Um, Now that the Palestinians are, um, I wouldn't say celebrating their day of Nakba, which is their day of mourning, the fact that Israel was, when Israel became a nation. Now, tensions on the border are at this point quieter than they were yesterday because they are using today as a day of burying all the victims that were killed yesterday. Um, Now, a lot of the mainstream media and stuff in other countries are saying pretty much Israel was the aggressor. And if you watch the videos and stuff and you see the border and the constant barrage of people, hundreds of thousands of protesters. I got it wrong yesterday, tens of 20,000. But a lot of people don't understand is with Hamas, these rebel groups, they send these women and children out to the front lines, and basically, it's you go out there and protest, or they'll put a bullet in your head. And a lot of these Palestinians that are killed, um, their families are actually reimbursed. I believe it's $25,000. I don't know if it's a one-time fee or $25,000 a year. And a lot of that money comes from aid that we had given to other countries that help fund Hamas. So basically, our taxpayer dollars pay for Palestinians. You know, it's just a total mess. I mean, there's so much politics and corruption in it. Even from our own country and other countries involved, the deep state. So, but tensions are quieted down a bit while they go through their day of mourning and Nob Nobka, whatever. I'm sorry, but I think that's how you say it. But basically, it's when Israel was recognized as a nation, it is a day of mourning. Now you have Ramadan starting today as well. So, does later tonight or tomorrow kick off more protests, more violence, and around the world, more terrorist attacks because of the beginning of Ramadan? Um, I can pretty much guarantee you 100%. We'll see a lot in the news, not so much the mainstream media, but there'll be a lot more suicide attacks around the world, um, and even possibly on our own soil. I believe there may be some false flag events um, around the world or on our own soil. I hope and pray that there's not. But, anyways, as of now, yes, the protests are still going on. A lot of these Palestinians, honestly, do not want to be out on the front lines, but they are being forced. I've heard stories and read articles where people that are against it don't even want to be a part of it. Their sons have been drugged in the back alleys by Hamas and had a gun or a bullet put in their head because they refused to go to the front lines. So you have to feel for a lot of them out there because they don't want to be out there. But it's either life or death for them. So, but for and Turkey and South Africa. Now South Africa, this really irritates me. They're pulling out their ambassador of Jerusalem, and Turkey is too, from Israel because they condemn the violence that Israel's putting on the Palestinians by, basically once you jump that fence and you run, it's Israel defending their border. But South Africa, to condemn the violence, they need to put their own country in check. If you don't know the story about the South African farmers, the white farmers that are being killed, murdered, their women and children are being raped. South African leaders are taking their land and giving it away, and they actually have a lot of these farmers surrounded, not allowing them to leave, and terrorizing them, murdering them, whole families. I mean, check into that. So they're the last people to stick their noses in and say anything about violence and condemn violence anywhere. They need to, like I said, check themselves. Look at what's going on around in their little country, and Africa as a whole. There's a lot of bad, corrupt murders. Just terrible stuff going on in all parts of Africa. So, anyways, that's my update. If I hear anything big, I'll be sure to let y'all know. And God bless. Fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God, fight the good fight, and stay locked and loaded 100%. Later.